All right. We're back. We're live. We're still alive. Nothing burnt down. Thank God. What a way to kick off a Friday night. Fucking neighbor's house burns down. Hope the hell they got out of there okay. Pretty good sized fire. Now, we'll give it a few minutes, see if anybody wants to come back in. I'll let everybody know that we're all right. Nothing burnt down here. Yes, Brian, we're fine so far. It's Fire Marshal Bill. Oh, I don't know what the hell I was. And she come in here and said that fire was next door, and I seen that shit out there, and I just got in a pickup and hauled ass. Got the water truck loaded full of water, and now it's sitting here. So this sumbitch does decide to spark back up. At least I got something to fight it with. Did you make s'mores? No, we didn't make any s'mores. Actually pretty surprised I didn't make any s'mores in my shorts. Fuck. Nah, I just put on hazard lights in the pickup, and I didn't lift my foot off the floor until that sumbitch was sitting at the yard where the water truck's at. Yeah, spray down the illegal aliens. That's no shit. Yeah, it just makes me wonder how it started. You know, just people know what the hell goes on around here, and people know what happens when fires break out. You know, a little over 10 years ago, we had 19 firefighters die on the mountain that we live at the foot of because of some careless asshole started a fire. And they thought they had it under control, and that sumbitch turned back around and killed them all. So, till that thing's out down the street, I'm not going to say I'm clear out of the woods, but at least I got a big gun to fight it with now if it does come in my yard. Hey, John, welcome back, buddy. Sending the riff raff from JB's live. Did JB start a live? I ain't really been on YouTube. A few of you guys were texting me to make sure everything was all right. So I've seen a couple comments on the live that I shut down, but past that I haven't been on. I figured I'd better jump back on here and just let everybody know that so far, knock on wood, we're hanging. Hey Jeff, how's it going, buddy? Damn it, we need numbers on an orange paper. Well, I got an orange glow in the sky outside. We can just imagine a number in that. Let me pull these pictures off my phone real quick. I'll show you a picture my wife took right from the front porch as I was hauling ass out of here. Actually, I was already gone because my pickup is absent from the picture. Let's see. Give me a sec here, guys. Not there. Shit. These phones, they never put the pictures where you want them to. Messages. There we go. All right. See how YouTube censored illegal aliens, but StreamYard did. Well, censor this motherfucker. I did not see that. I'll be damned. Well, that's chicken shit. Well, that's all right. It's up on the channel now. Wow, that video is terrible. The bandwidth must be overloaded from the. Everybody's on the internet because of the fire, I'll bet you. Oh, there we go. That's better. All right, here. I want to share this. Hey, Blake.
Hey,
What's happening?
so I need to get all the information here. So did your backyard catch on fire?
No, it never did cross the property line,
Okay.
but we were worried that it would.
All right. Was there a hippie there with Coors Light to put it out?
No, I got Coors Light, but I didn't. When I got access to a water truck, I wasn't going to waste the Coors Light.
I suppose that's a good decision. We hate to see it, but it's necessary sometimes.
Right. No,
Yeah,
here,
I just had visions of the one motorcycle guy that was riding through town that seen a backyard fire, and he hops off and grabs a garden hose and saves their property.
Yeah.
So, but
Well, I sure thought for a minute I was going to have to play fireman. I mean, we got the fire department was out there doing their thing, but a little over 10 years ago, 19 firemen died on this mountain that we live at the foot of. They thought they had the fire under control, and that son of a bitch turned around and flared up on them and took 19 lives that day. So when we get fire that close, I don't fuck around and find out if that makes any sense.
No, I hear you, man. I heard that.
So I'm still concerned, but I'm not as concerned having that water truck sitting out front.
Well, I'm glad I don't have a pager anymore going off. Yeah. Turned that thing in last year. Over it. Living too small of a town to do it for too long.
Right. Here, I'm going to show the picture here that my wife took from the front porch as I'm hauling ass out of here to go get that water truck.
You're showing a picture?
Yeah, I'm going to throw that picture up.
Wait, you're not using your cell phone?
No.
Oh, damn it.
No, I'm not being John Wilburn tonight.
Sick bird.
Yeah.
John knows. Holy shit.
Yeah. The 200 and the Astro van there are mine. That is the property line right there behind where those cars are parked. My pickup was, you can see the missing slot on the other side of the 200. That's where the pickup would have been parked, but I was already well on my way with my foot stuffed through the floor to go get water.
Right. Damn.
Yeah, that's just a little too damn close for comfort,
I'd say.
And if you look, well, you can't really see from this picture, but if you were to look over to the right side of that Astro van back there, that's the mountain. That's Granite Mountain.
Okay.
That's the mountain that caught fire and killed 19 firemen. It's literally a stone's throw from here.
Well,
no fun.
Well, I'm glad you're safe, buddy.
Yeah. I definitely appreciate being in all your guys' thoughts. The phone was blowing up pretty good with text messages too. You all right? You all right? And you all don't know what that means to me to know that you guys are there. Here, I'll show you There was a post on Facebook that she screen grabbed. Throw that up there real quick too. Share screen. There we go. Maybe it'll work. StreamYard. Come on. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, apparently a mobile home and garage fully engulfed structure fire, Stable Lane, which that's the next street over from, we're out in the country. It's not real tightly packed. I mean, this property is what, 2.5 acres or something like that. But, they're bigger properties, but there's, it's still a small community out here. And
right.
Yeah, that was another.
I wonder how that
house,
started.
and then they got ammo going off in the garage because as it's burning. Yeah, what a mess. And if you look at this, it says it started 1856, which would have been 4 minutes before I started the live, and I didn't even realize it. And hell, the StreamYard was still open when I came back in here.
Oh yeah,
fire this live, and I seen on my studio that live only lasted 14 minutes before we shut it down. Oh no, we got the other heathen coming in.
Uh-oh. Is this an assembling?
What the hell? What the hell you mean shut it down? We got 4 more hours this shit.
No, I ain't shutting it down. I'm talking about when I shut the other one down to go fight fire. No, I ain't gonna shut this down. Not now.
No, we ain't worried about the fire, man. We ain't worried about the fire. That's up to you.
Junkyard D is in the house. Hey, Tony, glad everything is okay. Yes, it is for the moment. Thank you. Thank you very much.
There's what you get for hanging out with the Junkyard D. Your shit gets caught on fire.
Just don't let anybody play the
well, besides the comments on YouTube, like I was saying earlier, several of you guys out there were sending me text messages, checking on me and shit, and that means a lot.
Happy late birthday.
Hey,
Lars, thank you.
Birthday, Tony. Mr. Foot.
Even if ours are on the same day, man. Hey, happy birthday.
You know who? There's a third in this community that shares our birthday, JB.
Oh, please don't tell me somebody I don't like.
NSB Lee.
Oh, hey, I can deal with him.
Yeah. No, he's good people. That was kind of cool figuring that, as I stumbled through and I noticed it on Facebook that it was Lee's birthday because him and I are friends on Facebook, and son of a bitch, he shares a birthday with me. Right on, and then later in the day, John Wilburn texted me to wish me a happy birthday, and I said, did you know it was NSB Lee's birthday today as well? He said, really? And a little while later, he says, well, according to JB's community page, it's his birthday too. And that's when I texted him, is it your birthday? So, we got Mr. Foot in the house, Mater's in the house, Mopar Man 1978's in the house, Shop Cat's in the house, and Mr. Mohawk 62 is in
Mater guy. That Mater guy is just he just causing problems.
Mr. Cope was in the house, and he's probably still here.
Cope on a rope.
Well, as Mr. Wilburn pointed out, John Cope made a joke about hosing down the illegal aliens with the fire hose, and the damn YouTube censored it out.
Yeah.
You can't make fun of aliens nowadays.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh. YouTube censored illegal aliens, but StreamYard did.
It depends on what kind of aliens.
I went back and I looked in YouTube browser, and sure as hell it wasn't there. Right there, right there. That's what John Cope said. Spray down the illegal aliens. What the hell's wrong with that? That shit's funny.
Oh crap!
But I suppose YouTube don't think as much. Bigfoot's Mopar's Mark says today is his wife's birthday. Well, right on, Mr. Foot. Wish her a happy birthday.
Yep. Happy birthday to the wife.
Yeah, man. A Libra in the making.
Let's see, just the Browns, not the Grays. And Mr. NSB himself is in here. The coolest people are born on the 5th. Fucking A.
I just want you to know, man, I shut my live down just to come over and hang out with you.
Oh, did you? Were you planning a live or did you start one after I shut down?
Yeah, I was just like, hell, we're going live.
So you weren't planning on it. You just figured, hell, spot's empty. We might as well. Right on.
Exactly. Hell, ain't nobody else doing it. Let's go for it.
Oh, the dog's out there barking at something.
Dude, I will tell you this, man. That little truck you got built there, I'm sorry you couldn't hook up on that track, man, because that thing would have been evil.
Oh, man. I was out there playing with it today. It burned a friggin' header gasket. So I had to, good old hooker header gaskets ain't worth a shit. So I pulled remember I was showing you guys on there on that, at No Name, on that passenger side header where some bitch was rubbing right on the frame.
Yeah.
Well, that's the side that blew the gasket, of course, because the other side had a Remflex gasket on it, so that ain't going nowhere. So I pulled it off of there today and put the other Remflex gasket on. While I was at it, cut me a little notch out of the frame, so the fucking header ain't rubbing on the frame anymore. God forbid somebody could build a damn set of headers that fit them trucks with an RB engine in them.
If anybody can build a set of headers that fit on something right, that'd be a miracle in my book.
Right. Well, I've got a guy actually local to me that'll build custom headers, kind of like what Andy had done for Casper. But
that's right. Spend $900.
$9? Try about $2,000.
No, screw that, man. Yeah. I'll beat them with a hammer.
How much is the header kit?
You know, I just cut a real here. I actually snapped a picture of that too.
Because I think it'd be kind of fun to try to build your own set.
Right.
Like Andy's got a TIG welder over at the machine shop. He gave us the key to the front door. So me and Jeremy could A, turn ourselves into a human hamburger, or B, wait till Andy's around to always go over there.
Do you know how to TIG weld, Blake?
I've never ran the pedal, brother. I mean, I imagine it'd be fun to learn.
Yeah. Well, a few months ago now, hell, probably been almost a year ago now, I found a pretty good deal and I bought a TIG welder and I'm going to learn how to use that someday.
I like
know
the
just
concept
about
of
every
it.
other. Go ahead.
I love the concept of it because there's so many times that, you know, you can do so many jobs with a MIG welder, and we do.
All you got to do is learn to hold the rod.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's like brazing, basically, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's what I hear. And see, I know how to braze. I know how to gas weld. I know how to MIG weld. I know how to stick weld. You know, and everybody that I know that knows how to TIG weld has told me, because I know them other processes, especially gas welding and brazing, that I should pick it up pretty quick.
I like the little stands, the little rotating stands and stuff for exhaust pipe. That, I mean, I don't know. That seems like it could get expensive quick, also. But
if you can't make dimes, I can't give you change.
I can make farmer bubble gum out on the docks on a 30-mile-an-hour wind day.
There you go.
Hey, whoa.
Cope, John here, he says, Andy paid 4 G's. And you know what? I think I remember him saying that. I do remember that. Those headers were damn expensive.
Yeah, he put a post out on
he put
saying
shit.
how much he spent.
But they're all stainless steel, you know.
Yeah.
When I was down in Texas, I
Oh,
was
we
looking
got
at
the
the
bell
Flight Risk
ringing.
Camaro, and he said 3,800.
Hey, brother, welcome, welcome.
For his
But
Camaro.
damn, you let Junkyard D in here. I'm in.
Why
I'm in.
wouldn't I?
That's right.
Got all the cool kids in here now.
You see.
Long time no see.
Both of the guys that like to do garage burnouts.
Yeah.
Not tonight. Not tonight.
Oh, come on.
Well, see,
Let's
the,
go.
the heathens are even cooler than that because they do fucking trailer burnouts.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
One thing I have not done yet.
It's a tradition.
You guys put a video out on that last year.
I'm
This
gonna
year you were
find-
live.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna
We-
find the damn color.
all the GoPros were dead, so I just fired up my phone and went live. So,
That's right. That shit was great.
yep, that's the sample video that you get to see if you go to Bad Tree Productions is hippie on a trailer doing a smoky burnout.
Oh, that's
All right,
right.
everybody
I have
split
seen
up.
that. Yep.
Everybody split up right now. Go outside, take your camera. Let's do burnouts all the way around.
I don't have any oil in my motor.
Did you figure out where the pretty glitter came from yet?
That car's still on the trailer.
Is it?
Yeah. I have already made, steps forward for the next plan. Jeremy's garage, it's his garage is what we work out of.
Right.
And I can't tie it up constantly with the orange trash can in there. So Jay's been wanting to build this G50 project for like 3 damn years. And we got 2 other fastback Barracudas over in a boneyard that we scored for $600. They both have titles. So there's plans for maybe those in the future. One might be a dedicated burnout car. Maybe the other one qualifies for like a duct tape kind of an event, or like lemons, maybe. I don't know.
There you go.
We got like between us, we got 14 cars that we can do
Damn.
content on. So, and it didn't just happen overnight. We're just kind of stupid and have accumulated.
Oranges and apples. Let's go.
Are they second gen Cudas or?
Yeah, they're both 68 fastbacks. One's 273 3 on the tree, and the other one's a 273 on the column, just 3-speed auto.
Oh, that's actually cool.
One's red and one's green. The green one was crunched in the front, and the rear frame rails are kind of rough. And the red one is more complete, but it needs floorboards and shit. It's all stuff we can do.
When are you stepping over there?
But man, when you can buy both cars for what just the taillight trim for one of the cars you could bone out on eBay for, had to do it. And with titles. Before I got the Dart, I wanted to build one of those cars. Just
You want to talk about frickin' eBay now. Chris, Busted Radio Chris got the bumper I need for my truck.
yeah.
We talked about that at No Name, but he ain't got the brackets. Well, there happened to be a 79 out at the wrecking yard out here that I got the brackets off of it. They're rough and one of them's broken, but I'll weld it back together and fix it. But you want to talk about frickin' eBay? Somebody's got on eBay a set of brackets for a 78, 79, 80, 81 Dodge truck. Before they changed, it's 78 or 77 through, I think, 81 when they changed the body to the different bumper. They want $200, and they couldn't even media blast the fucking things. They're sitting there in a picture all rusty and shit. Well, you're on crack, dude.
Hey, you're gonna cut those brackets anyway when you move the bumper in to make it look cleaner. So just build your own.
Right.
Roll your own, buddy.
Everybody, and see, that's the trouble with my truck being a 78. Even though it's not a Little Red Express, when I'm looking for parts for it, it might as well be.
Right.
because and you know, it's like anything else. All these greedy assholes on eBay think their shit's worth $1 million.
When I seen your
So it's
truck
still
in
on
person,
the-
man, it made me want to punch myself in the sack for getting rid of my 73 turquoise King Puff.
That thing is so much fun.
Tony,
You
did you
know-
get that email I sent you today?
I did. And I responded to it too.
Oh, I
Didn't
didn't see it.
you?
Hey
Didn't
man,
get
did you
the
get that thing I
response?
sent you? Did
What?
you get that thing I sent you?
What'd you get? What'd you send me?
I don't know, but did you get that thing I sent
Yeah, I got it.
you?
Backyard.
I honestly think if you've got the cash laying around, I'd be on that like white on rice.
Well,
man.
that's why I don't have the cash laying around, but I'm wondering if I shouldn't dig it up just for that because I don't know.
It's got.
I don't need another project either, but damn, for it,
What
it
year
looks like
was
it's
it?
all there.
75 or something.
What's that?
I forget what year it was now. I'd have to go back and look at the email.
79.
79.
Yeah.
So it's the quad head. It's got the quad square headlights. I always like the look of them.
Yeah.
It's like Mr. Cope's Power Wagon. Or no, he's got the round headlights.
Man, I remember looking at Little Red Expresses with J-Bo back before he was even known as J-Bo in the 90s for like, $1,200. Oh, too rough. Pass. Then like 1998, 99 came around and eBay came out. And that's all he focused on was selling shit on eBay. So then we started calling him eBay J.
There you
And
go.
then he morphed into the almighty J-Bo that we know today.
Let's all before this comment gets too far behind. Maters, asked me what's a 440 and is a RV 440 worth anything? I'll give my answer. Hell yeah, it is, and everybody
Yeah.
else can give theirs.
Any 440 is worth it.
Right.
What's
I
a
used to.
440 block worth?
I used to.
A
I'll
building.
tell you what, I've done it and I've seen it done with excellent results. You get one of them 440s out of an RV that's got 8.5 to 1 compression. Put a blower cam in it and a 671 or an 871 on top of it, and that some bitch will scream.
I got a cam
Yeah,
for
I
sale
used-
right now that'd be perfect. It's a Hughes.
Is
And
it
I know all
Whiplash?
y'all guys.
it's
I know all your guys are Mopar guys, but I used to run around man buying freaking motors out of these damn dump trucks, 454s, 396s.
Yep.
And
Low
this
compression
storm-
truck engines.
Yeah, and just freaking let them have hell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they
and-
run.
Yeah, and you can't beat that kind of. I mean, just you can buy them for like $300-400. I buy the whole truck, $400.
Yep.
And dude, you got it. And that was interesting to me.
No, I've done a lot with RV engines. Ford, Chevys, Mopars alike. They're built tougher to begin with. They're not overwhelmingly high performance, but they're built tough. They got good bottom ends in them usually.
Yeah.
What was
I
that
used to
cam
look-
you had there, Blake?
Oh, I got my notes here. It's obviously it's big block, but it's 284 at a 528. It's a solid lifter.
Yeah, that'd be a
Sup-
great cam to stick
Low-
in one of them RV 440s.
Oh, lobe separation at 112 also, so it'd be great street,
Yeah.
like street strip kind of.
Mhm.
So
Damn Mopar guys.
it works from 24 to 6,600 RPM.
Yeah.
Hey, JB,
What?
talk to the hand.
I used to love finding these old.
I'll tell you what, Blake, I've run a lot of Hughes cams through the years. I've never run a more powerful cam. I still kick myself in the nuts. And I'm happy with the way my 451 runs. Don't get me wrong. But I still kick myself in the nuts for not putting a Hughes cam in it. Hell, everything else in it's Hughes.
Cams are stupid now, like a roller. You want to
They-
buy a roller cam?
Yeah, mine's a roller cam. Hell, the damn lifters. In fact, I got they're Morels, but they're from Hughes. The damn lifters in that thing are $550.
That's why it's like, what if you built a Stone Axe reliable big block with just stamped factory valve train and make around 500 horse to where it'd be
There you go.
consistent.
What the hell's wrong with you people spending all this money? You can get all this shit at a junkyard. Let's just go do it.
I think that can be done, Blake, but it's still not going to be cheap.
No,
you're going to save the thousands of dollars you're going to put into valve train, but
make it more of a part store friendly,
right
kind of deal. Like I'm thinking driving from drag strip to drag strip, kind of
sure,
whatever.
Oh, daily driver, right? Just something you can get where you need
a flat tap it, hydraulic cam in it.
Yeah.
With maybe you might have, depending on. I think if I was going to do something like that, I'd deck the things, so I could at least get 0 deck compression in it, and probably, that's going to stick you with custom made push rods, and that's about $300.
Not to mention,
that's all right.
Not to mention readjusting the freaking distributor, everything. When you start messing with something like that, man, it's going to end up being a lot more trouble than it. Well, never mind.
Well, on the most part, it's not collared.
Right.
So it's keyed. So basically it just falls in.
Yeah, no, I do understand what JB's saying, and that is an issue with some of the Chevrolet engines, but no, that doesn't affect the Mopar engines.
Yeah.
Come on, JB. Get yourself.
What will leave you with is
come to the dark side, JB.
It's the same shit as a Ford, man.
I don't know.
No, it is not.
Not even close.
I'll stick with you on a Chevy a little bit, but you start talking Ford, no, I don't think so.
I mean, basically, Ford started out as Mopar, right?
And Fords,
I will say there are some resemblances to the big block Mopar and the Ford FE engine. Some, not a lot, but there are some resemblances. The oiling systems are similar. Shaft mounted rockers. Of course, the half head, half intake is a whole different animal. I like the FE Ford. That is when it comes to Fords, that I do like those.
A Buick is the same way. It just sits down in front of the motor, right? So no matter what you do, the heads and all that stuff, it's going to lock in the same way.
Yep, it don't affect the distributor.
Yeah.
So down in Dubuque, Iowa, we got my buddy Terry that came to No Name Nationals. He dropped off 440 for me at the machine shop and a steel crank. And then the sweetheart of a guy goes, I got some 6-pack rods for you too. Like he got right on it when he got back to Wisconsin. Like he's like, your motor's messed up. I got a spare 440. Get me back. I'm going to go get this stuff started for you right away. I'm like, you couldn't ask for one of the nicer people in the world.
Nice.
Just, hey, I already got the ball rolling for you, man. Get back to me. And a good way of saving money is trading parts to friends. I traded a rig gear and a rear end housing for a set of aluminum heads.
Yeah.
Also, so, man, swap meets are the shit. Junkyards are awesome. Online parts fucking blow. I hate buying new shit.
Oh, you and me both.
And nothing's good. It's all Chinesium fucking butter plastic.
Yeah. Well, and I went out of my way and probably spent quite a bit of extra money building this truck to make sure I bought American-made shit, much as I could. There's very, very little Chinesium on that truck.
You need a set of cast in California, USA, aluminum Mopar valve covers.
That's what's on it.
Damn it. I'm trying to get rid of these damn things.
That's what's on it. Those damn things have gotten expensive too. I think they're about $400 a set now.
Yeah, that's why I want to sell them. I can use that money somewhere
Somebody
else.
found me a set of aluminum heads for a 2.8.
Wendy.
Let's see how that
JB's
works.
talking. I remember the signs. This shit was funny that night.
The 273s, Mater. I don't know. They're probably full of cat shit and mouse nests and all kinds of ant colonies. Who knows?
I do like the 273 though. That's a fun little engine.
Now, really cool about the 273 was the alternator bracket, how it had the oil dipstick tube run through
Yeah.
it. I thought that was really neat, and they had adjustable rockers.
They had adjustable rockers that you can transfer over onto any LA engine.
Yep, that's what we used to run on the old drag car and the old Aspen.
I've run them on 318s. I've run them on 360s. I've even run them on 408 strokers.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all guys crack me up.
See, that's what this car was originally, is a 273, and I would like to eventually put one back in here and take this 340 and put it. I would like to have a 68 Barracuda. That's my car. You know, I had a 69 in high school, and I'd like to have, but that was a fastback. I'd like to have the notchback.
Yeah.
Move everything that I built in here over to that, and then put this one back to a 273, a little cruiser car. You know,
I used to hate notchbacks when I was younger. I thought fastback was the only way to go, right? I thought they looked cooler, and now I think notchbacks are awesome.
I think it's
they're
just
great.
the opposite. I've never liked the fastback of anything really. I'm not a fastback guy. Mustangs, just I don't know. I like coupes.
Yeah, I had a buddy in high school that had a notchback. That sumbitch was just a cool car. It had a 340 in it though.
I couldn't like the 69s though. They ruined it with that hood with the zit nose.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I mean, then they were like in 1973 with the darts.
Yeah.
Up too late. Hey, here's a hood design from the Barracuda 69. Use that, right?
That was the
Okay.
weird thing with my Cuda. It was JB. Come on, just
Oh,
come
no.
on.
We lost JB. He probably said,
He was
"Fuck
mad.
no."
He wanted to talk more Chevy stuff or something.
Damn it.
But my 69 Barracuda, it didn't have that nose on it. It was wrecked in the front, and I didn't even know this. All the years that I had it, I actually went to sell it, and somebody commented, it's like, you must have a rare fish there because it's got like a 68, you know, hood and front end. I'm like, well, I don't know the difference back then, but
It had rectangle turn signal indicators on the side.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was a 69 body, but the front end was
Yep.
like it was wrecked, so they put a 67 or 68 hood on and front end. Yeah.
68 was just killer.
Mopar Man 1978 says the Urson cam that's in my Model 318, 214 advertised 292, gross lift 449 on a 112 lobe separation. That is the exact same cam that is in my Charger today. I bought that cam from Super Shops back in 1993, put in that car. Yeah, that's a good little cam right there.
I can see that, Mater. I like them though. The 70
That's
Cornet.
O'Brien. I always loved the notchbacks. Yeah. The only your car you think is ugly is the 70 Cornet. I actually like the 70 Cornet.
I thought the first gen Barracudas were god awful. I thought anything 73 on up was god awful. Like in the 90s or when I grew up, it was all show car shit. Purists were at their pinnacle, right? And if you didn't have a nice looking car, it was shit. There wasn't the mentality that you have nowadays where, hey man, rat rod or, you know, ratty muscle is cool. The Nacho would have been frowned upon, hazed maybe even, you know. So I don't know. And now that I'm older, I think, you know, 73 Chargers kind of neat looking. First generation Barracudas, I think those are pretty cool, especially in the right colors.
And if you get the stance right on them.
Yeah, if
You
they're
know.
the wrong color, hell, they can get ugly quick.
You know,
According to Ron Ward, I have a notchback Duster.
Yeah, I love that.
back duster.
Yeah, would we call it the Duster Dart? While we're
Damn it!
down
Now I
there?
feel bad that JB took off because nobody let him talk.
I was trying. I even had
Yeah.
the sign. Come on,
Hey.
JB.
Me and Junkyard D were letting them talk. You won it, Tony. Jesus, what the hell is wrong with you? You're such a
No.
mean person. But yeah, if anybody out there has a source on 2.8 aluminum heads, get a hold of JB. Uh-oh. It's the sound of concentration.
Oh shit! It's bleeding through backside. That didn't work. Eric, can you read it?
One.
Ah, shit.
Just write it on the hood of your car.
Yeah. JB's not
I
that
want a
important.
piston from Linda, and we were going to turn it into an ashtray. Right on. Squirt.
Squirrel.
318 is my D150 short with 727, 8
Back, JB.
Five
Is there a song about that? Come back, come back. The Popeye song or something. Bring back my JB to me.
There you go. Yeah, Mohawk came into the pits and he goes, "Look at this short JB made. Did you see it?" And it's all everybody over there drinking a piss pile of beer. Where are you at, Bad Tree?
I just texted him. Maybe he'll come back.
Jabo, what's up?
Mohawk, he could jump in here too, or
Anybody
or
can.
anybody.
Jabo,
Brian likes to
jump in here.
jump in.
Take my
Brian
spot.
can jump in. I just noticed what you got your name cursed by the death pumpkin.
Yeah, I thought I was going to delete that because I had put this before No Name Nationals and I was all happy. And then I was sad again.
Jabo, what the hell happened? The damn fire down the road tried to burn my house down, but it stayed off the property. So far we're in okay shape.
So what's your thoughts on the pumpkin there, Blake?
I love it.
It's a cool car. It sucks that you've just had so much. I mean, damn, it seems like every corner you turn, it fights you back. You know, it's one of those cars that just I don't know, it just wants to fight you, you know?
I thought I was going to skin a cat quick, you know?
Yeah.
By somebody's abandoned drag car project that looked like it was pretty damn close. And yeah, the car just took me at awe. I fell in love with it right away, and that was the first mistake. You know, I'm like, oh my God, this thing is just too damn cool. I love it. So I kind of really glossed over it quicker than I should have. But you know what? No regrets here, buddy. I still love it. It's a cool car, or at least I think it is, and that's what matters.
Yeah, it is a cool car, no question.
See the comment, Thumper. Thumper says the Mopar guys are back online again. Call the UN. Fuck the UN.
Keep harassing us. I might have to do a burnout.
What's the,
Do it.
the on?
Yeah, what is it? Midnight where you're at?
2 minutes from it.
Yep. Are you in Mountain Time, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only that, we don't move the clocks around.
Oh, that's
for
right.
daylight savings time.
One of those guys.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock here.
So we're gonna fall back. So then we're on the same time zone then? You're same as Central?
No, you'll still be an hour off.
Wait, we're falling back again? I thought we are done doing that shit.
Oh, no, is it November?
Are you guys still on daylight savings time?
So we sprung ahead already.
Yeah,
We're
we
waiting
fall
to
back.
Right, you do that in the spring and you'll fall back an hour. So then you'll be an hour behind or an hour ahead of me.
See, the magic of the spring
Yeah,
ahead
dude.
is because it's in the spring, and the fall back is in the fall. So it's really easy for us to remember that way. It's the little things, Tony, that make the world go round.
Right? Not wearing a shirt. No one wants to see that. We'll put one on, damn it.
I thought he meant like it was cold and he was wearing a sweatshirt instead.
It's been getting cold. Hell, it's been getting down in the low 40s at night here already.
The current temperature.
It is 57 in my garage right now.
I don't think it's that cold tonight. We got a little
J-Bo, it's midnight.
warm came back. It actually got warm out in the garage working on the truck today.
It's 45 right now.
Yeah, I've already been smelling wood stoves burning in the neighborhood a couple times.
My wife works with a lady that wears a hoodie when it's like 80 degrees.
That's my wife. She's like,
And she's got a space heater in the office that they share. And she'll be sitting in there in shorts and a t-shirt just dying. There's the other one. You know.
that's funny because see, that's how I am. I like it colder, and she likes it warmer. And she is that one that when it's freaking 80 degrees, she's in a hoodie.
Shit, yeah.
Wait, what time is it? Let's see. Little Vanny's like 22-year-old ladies in mini skirts and no panties. Wait, what? Stupid autocorrect.
Sounds like a sweaty guy thing to say.
I have the heat going, about 2 pallets of wood pellets yesterday. It got up to 45 today.
Fuck that. I hate this shit.
Yeah, I hate
So do I. I need to find a plot down by where you're at, Tony, or somewhere south.
Well, it gets cold here in the winter.
No, it doesn't. You don't know.
Well,
you don't know.
I do know, so I will say it does not get as cold. But
Hopefully not enough.
it gets in the
Right.
single digits.
Where are you at, Junkyard D?
North Dakota.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in North Dakota. That's fucking cold. Now,
That's-
I do know that cold. I've been in that cold. I've lived in that cold.
Yeah,
I
my
know
garage
that-
is insulated, and I try to keep it at least at 32 so the paint doesn't freeze and whatever else. And
Right.
it's a struggle come January, February. It's a struggle to keep it at 30 degrees in here, you know.
Yeah.
Brian, more than fucking wood stoves burning here. Yeah, tonight there was. Yeah, rub it in, Lee. It's a brisk
Elevation.
79 down here.
Yeah, but you're losing your shoreline. They say. And you got all these lizards infiltrating Florida.
John Wilburn's asking you, Junkyard D, what's your elevation?
Yeah, it's about 2,000, depending on where you're at, somewhere in there. 2,500.
Yeah, see, we're 5,200 in the desert, so we in desert mountains. So we get cold, but no, we don't get North Dakota cold.
Yeah. No, last year was brutal too. I don't know how it was down in your area, Blake, but man, it was record breaking. It was like the third worst winter on ever. 110 inches of snow. When we were just on the verge of breaking like first place. Woo, you know. It's like,
Yeah, all you guys getting all that snow up there flooded the shit out of us over here.
that would happen.
Over down. Yeah.
Big Butch Mark. I've heard about cold weather before. Yep.
We were almost, I think we got to the top 3 river stages that they've been keeping track. So it was
You got
pretty
that
high.
Missouri River. Is that the Missouri River that you guys are always floating on and stuff?
No, that's mighty Mississippi.
The Mississippi. Okay.
Yeah.
We got the Missouri flowing through here. So it wasn't us dumping then.
Well, you guys still kind of contribute, I'm sure of it, somehow.
Yeah, it's probably the Red River. That's the Fargo boys over there.
Yeah, them bastards.
Yeah.
So you're in Iowa, Blake. So I'm surely you know where La Crosse, Wisconsin is.
Yep, go there frequently. It's
Yeah.
50 miles north of me.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Real close. I lived in La Crosse for just shy
LAX.
of 5 years.
Yep, downtown doing the pub crawl during Oktoberfest.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Tony, jeez.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, don't you know?
The saying come on vacation, leave on probation is very true.
Oh yeah, that they used to have those bumper stickers in our town. Our town's like 800 people, but in the summertime it's like Cancun
Yeah.
because we have like Pool 10 on the Mississippi River here. It's rated #1 for recreational water activities. So like kayak and jet ski and fishing, duck hunting, getting drunk, whatever. It's
Right.
just really deep, and it's like 2.5 miles wide where we're at. So
Nice.
yeah,
Wow.
we had a lot of those bumper stickers around here. Come to McGregor on vacation, leave on probation. But yeah, lacrosse is pretty cool. So you listen to a lot of 95.7 The Rock, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I love the Morning Sickness Show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that was back in let's see, 97, 98, 99, 2000. Yeah, very very early 2000 is when I left.
So that was like the heyday of what's the racetrack up there called? Where Dick Trickle used to race.
Oh shit.
Starts with a W, doesn't it?
Yeah, what the, I'm trying to think.
It's basically lacrosse, like 20 minutes out of lacrosse.
Right.
But they do Night of Eve of Destruction
Mhm.
in October up there. What the hell is the name of that place? Jabo, in the chat, tell us if you're still awake.
He
But
was
yeah,
there a
that-
minute ago.
That's an all concrete. What is that? Like a 1/4 mile track or something? Or they got 3 loops actually, like for micro sprints, and then an 1/8 mile inner loop, and then a 1/4 mile outer.
West Salem.
West Salem. There you go.
Yeah, I had a girlfriend that lived in West Salem.
It's nice up in that area. Starts getting pine tree.
I worked for Evans Implement, a John Deere dealer in West Salem.
Okay. So you're really close to the track.
Yes.
What's up,
Hey,
What's
Brian?
up, Sean?
I threw a hoodie on. What the hell?
There goes the neighborhood.
No, I'm gonna try not to make you sad this week. I upset you last week, so I'm gonna not talk
You
politics.
didn't really upset me. I think you upset the chat a little bit.
Maybe they'll get
Uh-oh.
over it.
What did I miss?
Oh, I was just about. We just gotten back from No Name, so I had a month's worth of work to catch up on. I was just getting ready to sign off, and he goes down this political fucking rabbit hole about EVs.
You started it.
I did not. And we ended up going on for a good
forever.
hour and a half.
You guys were on until early morning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you guys were using gas-powered vapes.
We broke my 7-hour record. We ran it 7 hours and 20 minutes that night.
Jesus.
I think that was actually Brian's goal. But shit, I got 130 watch hours out of that.
Oh, you
fucking
should have.
live.
Yeah, see?
I was watching some of it, and then I dozed off, and I started it later that the next day, Saturday or whenever it was, and then Sunday and Monday. It was like my whole weekend. I had something to watch all weekend. From
Yeah.
your
It'd take you all day to watch some bitch. So you saw the end of the last hour or so, and it got pretty
Well,
dicey.
that's why Junkyard D wasn't able to watch any of our shit. You spent all week watching your live.
No, I watched yours. I watched your the No Name video 1, 2, and 3.
There's Wilburn. He
Saw
just
the
went to
burnout.
look. 7
Trailer.
hours, 22 minutes.
Those no name videos, I don't like. 2 of them were 1 hour and 10 minutes long, and I didn't give a fuck because
Peckerwood's in the house. Hey, brother.
it's like that's the kind of video that you make for your friends to go back and watch on.
Right.
Try to get the whole day each day crammed into as tight of a package as possible.
I didn't get jack shit. I was too busy hanging out with my friends.
I just figured everybody was going to get everything everybody needed to see. I don't have that many people watching my shit anyway. So,
Well, what I'll do is I'll just go turn something on and leave it running in the living room and go do something, and just catch glimpses of it as I walk by here and there. And, there's
Good.
I want
somebody's channel running.
I want a bunch of shit on Busted Radio's channel this afternoon when John Wilburn popped in, and I heard his voice. He was out in the garage working on a truck, and I keep that one that Busted Radio's got going on. I keep it up all the time. Just give them the watch hours, and it's fun to jump in the chat and shit. And so I had it up on one browser on my 55, and then I had John's live queued up. It was like 45 minutes away or something for the next one. I'm wrenching on the truck. All of a sudden, I hear John's voice. 5 o'clock yet? And I look at my watch. And I turn around, and it's John. He popped into Chris's live and starts asking trivia questions. I sat there and I won 2 things off of it.
So what were those questions? Because I saw the chat later. I saw the answers, but I was like, "What the hell? I wonder what those questions were."
One of them was what's the name of the street that Jeffers is on?
That was in John's live.
No, that was in Busted Radio or what?
What's
No,
the-
that's right. That wasn't
it
John.
wasn't John's.
Oh.
Yeah, Busted Radio jumped in on.
Was
But-
that today?
On Busted Radio's live on his clock one is where John jumped in.
Tell me what my answers were. I can't remember the question.
It was a number. Oh, it was like a thread bolt, 20 by quarter inch.
Oh
by
yeah, it was a lug stud. I won that one. It was a 10 half 20 lug stud.
Oh, okay.
And what the hell?
So what was the question?
The question was, he just held it up. He wanted to know what the thread pitch on the stud was.
Okay.
He just held it up, and I recognized the stud. And
So he just gives shit away just to get answers to questions. Okay.
yeah.
When was that?
This afternoon, about 45 minutes or so before John's live.
See, my daughter, she's in kindergarten, and she wanted to do a cheerleading camp. And they do one day of camp, and then today was the senior day football game, so she had to do the first quarter, stand out there and not pay attention and dance around.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was. Putting the letters of Busted and Radio in alphabetical order. That's what it was.
What's the dirty hippie's real first name? I like that.
Jeremy. That was a giveaway at the track. Somebody got that one, yeah.
Well,
I won a shirt from you, Tony, for answering a question up there.
Oh,
too.
did you get one of the shirts that I had?
Yeah, I think it was what's the bolt pattern on the small bolt pattern on a Mopar, early Mopar.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Was it the right size?
5x4.
Yeah, it was an extra large, so I'm like, yeah, that'll work. Perfect.
Yeah, because I told Ron, and I heard him announce it, that if the winner, if the size wasn't correct, come find me in the pits, and I'd trade it out for the correct size.
Extra large seemed to be the shirt to use. It was like, because every time I got one from somebody or won one, I go, oh, hippie shirt. Throw it at the hippie.
Yeah, I had all the designs on site, and I had all 3 of the designs on site, and medium through 3X. I just grabbed 3 of them and ran them up the tower and gave them to Ron, and because what it was when my wife gave him some hats to give away, and I heard him say, "Man, these are nice hats. I'd sure like to have one of these." So I went up there before I made my last run down the track in the truck, and I gave him 3 shirts to give away, and I gave him a hat for himself. And
Jesus, Jay.
yeah, but I just grabbed them 3 shirts real quick. I didn't even know what fucking size they were. I just told him, I said, if it ain't the right size for the winter, tell him to come find me in the pits, and I'll trade them out.
I made sure to give Ron one of the BTP After Dark stickers up in the tower.
I got one of those.
He goes, "What? Oh, geez!" And he puts it underneath the shelf. Oh.
I didn't get one of
You gave
those.
one to, you gave one to Heaven's Mopar too.
You didn't get one, Brian?
No.
You should have
I
came in
forget
that
who
one.
the hell it was now that I didn't know that they had them either. Somebody told me you got to go get one of the After Dark stickers from Bad, or you got to go get a sticker from Bad Tree. So I already got some. And he said, no, he said, did you get the After Dark ones? I said, no. I said, what's that shit all about? He says, well, go see J-Bo. I went and I got one. Trying to remember who the hell it was that told me about them.
Those were under the table stickers. Those get handed out in person.
Yeah, I even told J-Bo, I said who it was. I said so and so told me to come ask you about these stickers. I said,
Was it
"Who the hell
Mohawk?
it was now? What's that?
Mohawk, probably.
No, it
maybe.
wasn't Mohawk.
Junkyard D. I mean, no.
I don't know. I talked to almost everybody.
It was probably Brian. He got one and forgot that he has one.
No. If I had one, I'd make a video on it.
Pink foot cracking.
J-Bo equals Jason. Ding, ding, ding. Mopar Man 78 got it. Yeah, I can't wait to start filming some episodes again. Get something going. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but
Yeah, you guys never fail to disappoint. The freaking videos are just fun to watch.
I appreciate that, man.
Well, what's on the docket? The triple pickle, that thing looked pretty solid. It's not like you got to do anything on that thing.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah.
That car's always been just a thorn in the hippie side for like
Yeah,
3
but you
years
guys
straight.
did all that early. What was it? It was winter or early spring when you guys put the tunnel ram and shit on it.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, we
Cut that hood and painted it and everything because I remember that you didn't want to cut the original hood.
right.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
don't want-
either.
Yeah, the triple pickle's been Stone Axe, Nacho, Loyal, Loyal number 2 engine, I guess you could say. And now I guess D50. Start doing that and motor build stuff.
I've been waiting to see the D50.
I know.
That's going to be a fun build to watch.
Dude, I was in the junkyard yesterday, or no, day before yesterday. I got to go back before this thing gets away, too. I was talking to John in text message the other night about it. A 8 3/4 van rear end. But there was a D50 sitting in the yard, and it was pretty damn straight. And these assholes, they won't sell you a complete vehicle out of the yard. And I don't even care if I had a title for the son of a bitch because I want to make a race car out of it.
Was it a 5-speed or automatic?
I think it was a 5-speed
It'd be cool to get the rear end out of that, maybe.
out of that D50. Well, if
It's
I
a-
go back, I'll look. I'll
If you-
double check.
If you look at the rear end, it's a baby 8 3/4. I mean, it looks spot on. It's a third member rear end.
Really?
It looks just like an 8 3/4.
Is it a Mitsubishi rear? Is it
Gee,
Mitsubishi built or
yeah,
is
it's
it
all Jap.
Chrysler built?
It's all Jap, I believe, in
Yeah, I
the
can
back.
remember those D50s, but see, that was my thought was get the D50 and stick a 318 or something in it.
So in 90, J-Bo's in the comments, so you can correct me, which he'll probably have to do because I'll probably be wrong. But it was like 95, I think. J-Bo bought a yellow 79 or 80 Dodge D50 long bed. I think they're 6.5 foot long, the beds on those. So they're different than all the other Japanese trucks. So
Right.
only one top per manufacturer
J-Bo
Jesus,
saying
8
it's
foot.
8-inch.
or 8-inch.
That's got to be a pretty tough freaking rear end then.
But we shoehorned a 360 and a 904 in this thing because behind
Oh,
the four
shit.
banger, it's a 904. It looks just like a 904. It's the same bell housing, everything. The rear end looks like an 8 3/4. The tranny looks like a 904. So Jay shoehorned a 360 in it with block hugger headers and a purple shaft, and that was it. And that thing ran like 13.5s with the G-Tech on the dash with the with just street tires on it. And
Nice.
he wanted to do the whole run 12s for $1,200. I think he had like 900 in it total with the purchase of the truck back then. That's what he taught me to drive in, was that. It had a little
Breakers
ratchet
asked
shifter.
if the D50 is perch over or perch under. I can't remember. Does the rear end sit on top of the springs or under them?
On top, I think.
So it's perch under.
Jay, you're just throwing numbers out there with no context right now. 1,200, I believe, is how much you had in it, maybe, or your budget. But it was cool. The thing 8 cams.
Did it?
Yeah. And then he sold it to my cousin on my mom's side of the family, and they beat the piss out of it till it ate a cam. And then they sold it, and it was primer gray after that. And then it got abandoned out on some farmer's property for years and years. And my uncle, he's a deputy sheriff, said it came up. Do you want it back? Kind of deal. And it never happened. But J-Bo's got the silver one now. It looks like a DeLorean if you squint hard.
Oh no shit.
I was thinking he could call it the DeLorean.
That'd be cool.
It's got a camper shell on it, doesn't it? Or
Yeah. Yeah, those are hard to find too, I guess.
Yeah, I'd leave
Well,
that
that's
on
gonna
there.
be 50 miles an hour instead of 88 miles an hour. Though.
Well, we're looking for the overdrive 90s transmission for it. And the motor out of Nacho, I'm not saying any of this is going to happen, but it's just maybe the motor of Nacho comes out and goes into that and becomes kind of like a drag and drive truck with the overdrive.
Well, that could be fun.
And then Jay does like a Magnum 360 in the Nacho and makes it more of a street driver. Get rid of the 430s.
What's in the Nacho? Is that a 360?
It's 30 over 360. Keep black hypertactics, aluminum metal brack heads with 430 gears. I think it underperforms, to be honest.
What did it run?
It was running 790s.
J-Bo needs an A500 to fall in.
We built a 360 similar to it, and it was in a 79 Dodge Aspen with a 294 rear end in it, and it'd run 12 sevens in the quarter.
Nice. That was the 8 1/4 rear end.
Yeah.
Some
So-
of those Aspens got the little 7 1/4.
And the guy that we got the car from, it had a 318 police interceptor motor in it, and he took everything out of a Diplomat suspension wise and shoved it underneath the car.
Oh,
So
nice.
it actually kind of handled like it was on rails. We got yelled at by tech for zip tying the front sway bar in place. Like, you can't just have it hanging there. You got to take it all the way off the car. So that was the first time we had tech ever yell at us. But yeah, that we would drive to the track on drag radials and then go put people on their trailers and go home.
That's cool.
That was a fun car.
Well, when I go back out to the yard, I will investigate that D50, that rear end under it for you.
294. Yep.
See what the hell it is.
Yeah, because Jay said they kind of came with a better gear ratio in the 5 speeds. And maybe even the cross member he would want out of that truck also if it was a 5 speed. Maybe, I can't remember. He's got all the secret sauce notes from 95 tucked away with like elephant ear blueprints and
Like I said, I'll go out there, I'll investigate it, see what the hell it is, and go from there. If there's anything on there you can use, I don't know how the hell I'll get it to you.
no name national.
Just deliver it.
Right?
It's only what?
Well, yeah,
2,000
I mean,
miles?
if you wasn't in a rush for the shit, yeah, I just bring it to No Name next year. But
Oh, he has the cross member.
or eventually, I'm gonna be making I don't know when yet, but I'll be making a trip to Indiana to hook up with Patrick and buy that parts car from him.
In all honesty, J-Bo should just cut down an 8 3/4 and put it in that truck. Because I remember the first D50 went peg leg on a guy after a summer.
Did it?
Mm.
burnt the clutches out of it.
Jabo was like the damn dirty hippie back in the day. Just burnouts and everything and everywhere. You know, that's why he wrecked the 68 Formula S Barracuda. He was always doing burnouts and he was driving home with bald tires in the rain.
Limited slip diff for trucks. I didn't know trucks could get LSD for trucks. That's funny. Let alone psychedelics. John Wilburn said, I had parts come from everywhere to no-name nationals that I had been buying for a year.
Yeah, I had to pick up his tranny 3 times. Because we were going to gut it for just Mopar Joe. Because his servo, the retainer clip,
Right.
left the chat, and then like the edge of the servo, part of that shipped off,
Yeah.
I believe.
I remember seeing that transmission sitting there, and I remember I even asked you guys gonna gut that sumbitch to get Joe going?
We were going to. We had it on. We were like, okay, maybe we should get a pan ready because we're kind of gung ho about it, getting ready to just make a mess.
That was one hell of a pit thrash, man.
And then Cope goes, hey guys, stop. You ain't gonna be able to get it out without tearing the guts out of it anyway. So we're like, oh, okay, master, you're right.
Yeah, you got to pull the extension housing off and get the pin out.
So it was worth a shot. And like, you know, I just thought it was kind of poetic seeing that purple Barracuda just creep down the drag strip so he could drive it back into the pits instead of getting pushed. Shit, yeah, what a good time,
You know what the
guys.
measurement is from the center of the spring perch to center of the spring perch in the D50?
Nope. Google might. I don't.
Jabo might.
Jabo's Googling it right now, probably.
Picked up a tranny. How much did he cost? Oh, wait. Gearhead nomenclature.
Yeah, that would have been expensive picking up 3 trannies, Thumper.
Jabo, so you guys need an 8 3/4 and a 93 to 95 904.
Jabo.
For the D50.
I'll be right back, guys.
So I'll tell you one thing I learned out of cheer squad is my daughter doesn't like it, so that's cool. And she's excited for basketball camp, so I can get behind that a little bit more. It was raining and cold at that football game. She wasn't paying attention. I'm sitting there like, what are you doing? No place in that town had a hoodie sweatshirt either. I had to go to Schultz Sign Company where we get our shirts made and go buy 2 hoodies from them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I went to the Dollar Genital in the town. They got T-shirts, Iowa Hawkeye T-shirts, and Real Tree camouflage T-shirts. And then the Fisk Farm and Home. This is farmer country. We're closed at 5.
Shit.
Like, what the shit, man?
That sucks.
I should have stopped at Casey's. Maybe they sell Casey's sweatshirts, but probably just butane lighters.
So you done anything with the knuckle duster, Brian?
I messed around with it a little bit. I got it firing on all 8.
Was it just a rocker?
I'm not saying what it was.
Was it a plug wire?
No,
Plug
no.
timing? 180.
No. Timing is what I got to work on now. I'm totally changing the subject. When you were, no, I'll tell you, because how many people are in here? I don't give a shit. It was a stupid mistake. That distributor cap on backwards. Like it was wired right, but you know where it clicks in, The little
Right.
tab.
Yeah, the index tab.
Mhm.
Well, that was on the other side, and it was holding up number 8 spark plug wire, and it was right on number 8 where it was its highest. So it
wasn't mechanical at all. It was electrical.
I haven't spent the dime on it. I got it running right. I just need to time it now, and I think I'm going to change those rockers out to just a factory set and sell the adjustables.
Well, you can't beat that, Brian. Jesus.
Yeah, but I should have seen it. In fact, it should have been right in the first place.
We chased ignition issues in my orange car for 2 weeks, and it was the harmonic timing marks were off the whole time. We were just trusting our timing light.
The
Now,
balance,
when you would rev yours, it would pop, right?
It would idle fine. It would go wide open throttle fine. It would not mid throttle. It'd pop, break up, fall on its
They
face.
just pop it a random side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what mine's doing now. I'm figuring it's timing.
I don't even
So I'm gonna
know.
go fuck with the timing tomorrow.
Brian.
I don't even know how advanced that motor was trying to run at.
Oh, yours?
Mm-hmm.
Hell, you're lucky you didn't hammer the fucking rod bearings out of it.
Well, there is some glitter in it. Maybe that 8-mile drive over to the alignment shop wasn't that great for it.
Yeah, but what's it got for oil pressure?
All of it, like in tons of it on top of it. It's on crank, cold start, it's like 80.
Honestly, I dumped the oil, run it a minute, dump the oil again with a couple of good filters, and I'd run the son of a bitch.
It needs to come out. It's too slow.
It's too slow.
So what are you building for it?
No, I don't nothing right now, but I don't know, man. I think we're gonna build a 440 for now, and then I'll shelve since the 400's a cold weather block. Shelve it till funds come in. Maybe YouTube would pay us one day, and I could
that's
build
a
them.
good block to build.
Yeah.
Do a 512 or something.
Yeah, Joe kind of opened my eyes with that. Even a 470.
Yeah.
But yeah, plans for right now so far is 440 with the steel crank, 6-pack rods as far as we're at.
Yeah, I mean, hell, even leave it alone, go 30 over, build you a 406 with a 383 steel crank in it. And that sumbitch, you balance it up, that sumbitch will whine freaking $8,000 all day long.
Yeah.
And ask for more. Ask me how I know. I've built lots of 400s on 383 cranks. I love that combination.
See, I've always been small blocks. So this is my first tiptoes into big block life.
I think I've pretty much given up on the idea of finding a reasonably priced tow pig. So I think I'm just going to build me a stump pulling 408 and put in my 96.
After it gets checked at the machine shop, John, we'll know where we're going to go from there. I'm kind of letting Terry take the wheel on this 440 build because we're talking. He's got some health issues where he can't race, and he loves to watch racing. And he had a blast at No Name Nationals, so I think he likes the idea of building the engine, putting it in a car, and watching it race, kind of deal.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and he's got 3 440s, 4 low deck 400 and 383s, a ton of training. He's got just a shit lane everywhere.
Mitsubishi stuff has a data plate on the firewall or the radiator support. Look at the transaxle line. The first 4 digits will be trans. The second set will show the ratio 391 422x like that.
422X would be cool with the overdrive training.
Orange tag or dot and the driver's door denotes limited slip diff.
Look at all that Googling, J-Bo. Just
I know, right?
No, he just knows that shit.
I wouldn't put it past him. I mean, hell, he's building one.
Yeah.
I get like that. When I start building something, I'm a dog with a bone, man. I learn everything I can possibly cram into my pea brain about that project before I ever start it.
Hyper focus on it. See, I
Yeah.
work on it, then I go home and relax and watch stupid documentaries instead of somebody else I should be watching. Teach me how to.
I just know if I decide I'm going to do something, I could change my mind next week. So I wait till it's almost done.
I've been so bad, I've had nightmares. I'll wake up from a dream about the damn project. What, this go wrong or that go wrong. And then I'll go back and I'll tear back into the son of a bitch the next day and make sure I didn't screw it up. My dream wasn't going to come true.
See, Thumper's the same as me. We just wing it, man. Dial bore indicator.
Well,
no idea.
about engine stuff, I won't bring it.
As long as all the numbers match up, you don't get any extra bolts.
Who the hell was I talking to the other day?
Extra bolts, that's just extra weight.
Right.
Yeah. You always got to have extra bolts left over.
Weight reduction.
I was talking to somebody about running ethanol and shit, and they were talking about it. And I said, "You want to learn everything you want to learn, need to learn about ethanol. You need to go look up Thumper."
Right. Just not on how to get tunnel rams to run on it. And with that, I should be out. I should just leave.
Functional histories. I wish I knew half the stuff that you guys do. I just customize the little ones, far less busted knuckles. Yeah, I've got actually. I noticed some missing hide on the back of one of my hands from doing that header this afternoon. Actually, it came out a lot easier than I expected it would, being up against the damn frame.
I'm curious to see what the monkey bike rules, what's going to change on that. He mentioned something that on his live.
Axe it all the way up.
I'd like to see like an outlaw monkey bike where you could go crazy with it.
Well, let's stick a Hayabusa motor in it.
Well, you got to have some limits.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it'd be neat because I don't know. The way
Man,
it
we
is
must
now,
have really pissed JB off. He didn't even answer me back when I texted him.
It's all right. He was a little pied.
he'll get over it.
I just hate to piss anybody off. I hate to make anybody feel left out.
He's old. He probably went to bed.
Keep talking, he'll jump in here.
Mm-hmm.
You son of a bitch.
Probably got a bonfire going on right now, waiting for us to come over and drink beer.
Yeah, JB's good people.
Mm-hmm.
Mohawk's still here.
So I like the the monkey bike. Who was it? Oh, M&M and I had a little race going on. It was after hours out in the pits there. We had a slow race. I challenged him to. That was the only race I could race because I couldn't go on the track, because I didn't have my 500 yet. So challenged him to a slow race. That was pretty fun. I think that would be fun to do with all the monkey bikes. Just, you got to balance. Can't put your foot down. Can't cross your line. Just a little
How
fun.
close are you to 500?
I'm getting close now. I 50 away.
Oh,
You ain't got your 500 yet?
No,
No
not
way.
no.
You know what would be kind of cool to do at the event is they had one class during sick week called the bullseye class, and every day they give you 2 new second digits on your number. So Brian, you could have been running a 10-second quarter mile in the Duster, and I could have been running 13 seconds in the quarter mile, but that second after the decimal point random number of the day was like 69. So if you're running 10s flat, you'd have to figure out how to dial it back to run like a 1069 or find a way to speed up to go 969.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so every day was a different random number that you had to aim for and shoot for. So I thought that was really interesting and neat. It'd be kind of a bitch of a class to enter, but
That
Makes
looked
it kind
like,
of a tuner's game, you know. You gotta be on your shit.
that looked like a real cool event that Dallas was at too. That really upsets me that I had to shut down on that.
Yeah.
I hope he gets some good footage of it.
in the field reporter. Yeah, Dallas does Sykeston.
They said that in John's live, I think.
Yeah, I typed that in there. That was a new zinger.
Yeah, that was funny.
I'm glad he's not talking about selling that car anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think he decided to keep it. It's like, I love that car.
You're talking about the T-Bird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of those things. It's one of those cars that'll be like, he'll regret it later. Like,
Mhm.
that's
No,
his car.
that is
His
a
car.
cool
He's had that
fucking
car since, you know.
Yeah, that would suck ass to see him sell that thing.
I was walking through Walmart the other day, of course, in the toy aisle because I got kids.
This isn't one of Lars' stories, is it?
Out of the corner of my eye, it says
Oh, no shit.
86 Ford Thunderbird Pro Stock.
Oh,
Right
that's
there.
cool.
And
Let
it's
me
even
pull
got a
the
little,
screen in
see the
real
tunnel
quick.
ram right there?
Yeah.
See the tunnel ram through the
Dude, that's
plexiglass?
badass.
So I was thinking about painting it silver or whatever, trying to make it look like his car. Give it to him next year.
That would be badass.
Because Aaron Henry, Peckerwood Customs, he did that for the Nacho. We thought that was
John.
cool.
Dallas does Sykes and sounds like a sequel for a different set of folks.
Dallas doesn't know a Debbie, does he?
Ew.
So who's the target going to be on this year? I mean,
T's Good Time Garage, man. He won it.
you think somebody's going to put a bounty out on him?
I mean, you know, if that's what got Joe his bounty, it only makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, or Roland. He's been kicking ass.
Well,
for 2
Roland
years.
could fall in a pile of shit and come out smelling like roses. Is what I
Right.
can figure out. That guy's on everything,
Mm.
getting it done.
Yeah, who's going to get the clock?
Yeah, Brian's gonna have to send it back.
No, he makes new ones every year. My clock is mine.
Smash that thing.
You ain't to see a good mini bike race come to North Texas next month. The GPS 180 endurance race on and off road, a 3.5 mile track. That'd be fun.
Wow.
Fuck, J-Bo ought to get the clock to get the D50 there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Or the Blake can get the pumpkin running. Sorry.
Hey, yeah.
Surprised I didn't get the fucking clock because I didn't make a damn lick of footage putting that truck together. I was thrashing so hard I didn't have time for the camera. I don't think anybody knew whether I was showing up or not.
I think the
That
clock
maybe
goes to
John.
guys that are doing like a full-on build.
Well, I got one right there, so I could be a contender for the clock too. So
Because I'm just building a motor.
I need some motivation to get that thing done.
I can't wait to meet with Jay Matheson one of these days. And he's got a set of black dart doors with all the glass and door cards in it.
No, you're going to put the... Does that got fiberglass doors on it?
No, it's got steel
Or is it
doors
just,
on it.
Lexan windows.
Yeah, that sucks. You know, if the light hits the car just right, you can see on the driver and passenger door. You can't make out what the hell it says, but it used to be some sponsor or
Oh,
the
that's
guy,
cool.
or whatever the name of the car was at the time. I almost want to wet sand it away so I can read it, just little by little. But then
Hey,
I
that's a cool idea. Thumper says, you want me to make a where's my car trophy for the people who show up without their car after a big thrash.
Oh hell, I'd have had that one the first year.
right?
Well, no, because Jeff too. Jeff. There's a couple people. There's always people who show
Talk
up.
is tough because most people who should get it won't get it. Yeah.
That's a good thing. I mean, I know it sucks that you had to fix all that stuff on the pumpkin, but now you know it's fixed. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah. We were
Put a
talking
motor in
about
that
it.
damn thing should fly because there ain't nothing else to do to it.
Yeah, we are discussing that over Wobbly Pops the other night. That everything on it's been touched
Yeah.
and it's good to go.
Are
So,
you gonna put those tubular upper control arms on there?
I
this
don't know.
winter?
I don't know. Maybe I'll research that a little bit more. That you can't like this brand. I don't think they sell them anymore. I can't find any information, and they're missing some parts. But I know up here, I don't know how to explain it. I think I know what to do, but I got it dialed in so good right now that I don't want to fucking touch it again.
Well, I was saying that for a selfish reason. I wanted you to weigh the new ones and the old ones and see what the weight difference was.
I think
See if
the
they were
factory
actually-
ones are probably lighter.
Huh?
The factory ones are probably the same, if not maybe a little lighter.
Honestly, for being a drag car, you're really not going to gain anything. Them fancy tubular arms, they
It-
shine on the circle track.
Helps with your camber and caster. So it's kind of a trick you can do if you got fender well headers to get your tire away a little bit.
Oh, that makes sense.
That does make sense.
That
yeah.
that part of it makes sense.
I can't clock
I
to
can
clock
see
that
that.
car without melting my inner, sidewall of the front tire. Which I don't really get that far with the spool in the back anyway. So I did learn that cars do not want to be pushed if you put a spool in them.
Mm-mm. No.
Like- I'm sitting here, we're pushing Jeff 2 hacks bucket of chicken down the track. Like I'm starting to move it by myself. I'm like, you're telling everybody this thing weighs like 4,400 pounds. This is the easiest car I pushed around all weekend down there. But like,
Well, you guys had to push me on the fucking because I ran out of gas going to get the picture taken. Did I tell you about that? I figured out why I ran out of gas.
Yeah.
no,
It's actually kind of funny. There's another funny thing that happened with the car that I just didn't think about.
All that rate.
Well, it's got a fuel cell in it with a rear sump, and a rear sump's in the back. Well, I just bolted the fuel cell down. Well, the fucking rake of the car is like this. I got to have like 2 gallons of gas in it before it even gets to the sump. I'm like, so that's another thing I got to fix, but that's easy.
right.
Just little shit you don't think of.
Dizzy's car was hard to push. When he
My truck has just got a regular Mopar limited slip in that 8 3/4, and it's freshened up. It's in good shape, and that sumbitch is hard to push.
maybe we should stop pushing our fucking cars.
Yeah, maybe I should just make it run so I
Well,
don't have
so
to
far,
push
the
it.
only reason I've had to push the truck is respect for the neighbors at 3 in the morning. So, knock on wood.
Well,
Hey, you did good. I mean, you thrashed on that thing for what, like 3 or 4 weeks?
About 6. About 5.5, 6 weeks.
And you went out there and made a bunch of passes on it. I mean, you're like the new Duddy now.
Yeah, I mean, I did
Got it
street
done last
drive it
minute, went
about
out and started making passes.
I did street drive it about 20 miles, so I was a little bit better off than Duddy, but yeah,
I like where John Wilburn's head's at right now. I like that.
Jed got a flat tire in the photo last year. That's right, his front runner went flat on him.
He had to. I
Ryan
wish you'd have
runs out
made a
of gifts
video.
Here, will William keep that streak alive next year for Camp Dustin?
Ryan, that's why you got to get a magnet, bro. You just sit
Well,
this thing here and it records everything.
William had to come rescue me in the Cushman and bring me gas. I wish he'd have made a video of that because that would have been a funny video, getting rescued by the
You know, and I
Cushman.
wished I would have done that, Blake. Just set the fucking GoPro on the truck or something and just let it run.
Just film a shit ton of stuff and then be mad at yourself later. I was. I'm like, oh my God.
All the editing. That video, that last video I put out was probably the most editing I've ever done. And
That
it took
is
a
one thing I
while.
do regret not taking the time to get any freaking footage. I mean, my wife got a little bit of stuff.
I wish I would have taken more pictures.
I've got to dig through, but I really didn't do dick. I was too busy hanging out with everybody and having a good time, which I'm okay with that. But as far as the channel goes, I was a little disappointed.
I figured why squander golden opportunity when you're around a bunch of content creators? Might as well make some content.
Right?
Yeah. I'm going to start doing that on when I do this truck build. I'm just going to start filming and then because I'm not going to get any better at editing if I don't actually make something that I have to force myself to edit down and try to make look good, you know?
I'm telling you, that Filmora, it's worth the $80, man.
So
Right.
how do you pull that big of a file in though, Blake? You know, like if you let your GoPro run for until your chip fills up or it overheats or the battery is out. When I'm pulling in a big file like that in Filmora, it just chokes. And that could be I need to upgrade on my PC, but
I got just, I don't know, at 200 and whatever gig in the 11, 128 and the 9s. And then I got SD card readers. And I just plug it in and pull up the file
Plug
and
it
drive
right
it in.
into the computer.
see, when I try to pull a big file in there, it takes forever. And then try to edit it, it's slow and choppy. Whereas if I pull in a bunch of smaller ones, it's no problem. But
Well, see, the GoPro does that by default, though. It breaks all the videos up into 10-minute segments.
I've learned that.
Mhm.
It'll break them up.
At
I've made
first,
videos
at first
before
it
and left
annoyed
tons of
me,
stuff
but I
out.
use Adobe Premiere, and it don't give me any shit about plugging them back together. So
I remember it took me videos, tons of videos before I noticed that all this missing footage is just down at the bottom.
Yep.
With the same date code as the beginning of it. So
that's
I'm like,
the
I could
only
have swore I filmed this. Where the
that's the only thing that irritates me about the GoPro doing that is it's hard to figure out its coding to get, to turn it into a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in order. But I've kind of figured it out. I usually buzz through.
But yeah, I never take it off the SD card onto the computer. You want to
I copy it. I don't move it. I copy it.
Right.
And then once I'm done with it, I move all the copies onto my server where they will live perpetually, and then I just delete the damn SD.
So Junkyard D, what is your computer? Is it just older?
it is a little older. I mean, I do need an upgrade on this.
Does it have an SSD in it?
No.
Upgrade your
backup drive is, but
upgrade your main hard drive to an SSD, and you will see night and day difference and more RAM.
What aspect ratio are you filming with your GoPro 2? Are you using whatever? Are you doing 4K?
No, 1080.
Okay.
I've tried 4K and that's worse. It's my laptop. My USB is all funked up too, so I can't just plug it in to USB because my USB doesn't work. So I got to pull the chip, put it into the SD reader, pull it in that way, and it's a pain in the ass. It's probably mostly my laptop that's the problem.
Well, the SD reader.
It's a 5-year-old laptop, but it was a very good laptop back then, and I was going to buy another one, but it's like it's got better specs than a newer one,
Get rid of Steam, bone it out, make it just a dedicated, editing computer where you just have only Filmora on it, and
that's a good idea. Yeah,
and Google Chrome for your YouTube.
Get rid of Steam. What kind of craziness are you talking?
Get a bunch of RAM in it and get rid of the spinning rust. Get an SSD in it, and you will see big time speed improvements.
I went to Walmart and just bought a gaming tower that they had, and it had 2 SSDs in it, and it's any gaming rig that you buy will be good for video editing.
I've shown. I'm not going to do it tonight. I've showed it before. I've showed my beast.
I still have Steam on mine.
You know, this thing is third generation i7. I mean, it's a fucking antique, but it's all top of the line third gen shit. And I've got 32 gigs of RAM in it. I got a 1080 Ti card in it, but I've got 3 2 terabyte NVMe SSDs right on the bus.
For any of you out there that aren't nerds, that means
It hauls ass.
it'll do stuff faster.
You know, the reason I went with the NVMe SSDs is the data transfer rate is literally 3,500 megabytes per second.
Oh,
I
fucking
can
nerd.
dump a 256 gig card in like 8 minutes.
I went with AMD stuff.
Either way, and there's nothing wrong with AMD. Well, you got a Ryzen,
Mm-hmm.
great CPU.
In both I have 2 editing PCs.
Yeah,
one's down at the
absolutely.
garage and one's here at the house.
Ryzen 7s and the Ryzen 9s are absolutely awesome processors.
I was gonna build one,
Start
dude,
my
but
computer.
But the point I'm trying to drive home to Junkyard D is he said his computer's like 5 years old. There's no reason why that 5-year-old computer can't perform. You know, like I said, this son of a bitch is literally 2011, 2012 architecture. Mine, you know, it's just what was top of the line.
I got an old
Of course, I critiqued
HP without a graphics card, no SSD, and as long as you kept the hard drive clean and not
Right.
save your videos on the computer,
right.
I was able to do 1080p.
And see,
Yeah,
that's
I
why.
always upload. I just upload my stuff at 720. And nobody needs to see my fat ass waddle around at 10.
And that's also
a lot
why I've
easier.
got a 17 terabyte server here at the house. That one thing, had I actually gotten footage at No Name, I could have just uploaded it straight to this fucking server. Wouldn't it? You know, that's the other nice thing about having this. I don't ever worry about running out of space. I fill up all my cards for the GoPro. I just put them on a laptop and send them straight to the damn server and deal with them later.
So Junkyard D on your Filmora, have you ever tried the Auto Beat Sync AI program on it yet?
No idea what that is.
So,
Eric,
so listen to this.
my
I almost
like Yahoo.
published a damn hype video of the No Name National. So on your Filmora, in the very beginning, if you click on Auto Beat Sync AI, you put in a song that you want to use, and then you can throw 5 hours worth of footage at it. It'll take what it thinks is the key moments out of it and splice it into that and make it a music video. And I took the Burnout contest and the bracket racing and 28-10-5 stuff, and I threw it at it, and I'm like, I mean, I wanted to edit it like this, but this ain't half bad. I might.
Hey, there's Lars.
It did it for you, basically.
Yeah, it did it for me.
So does it take like the audio levels from the natural and sync it with like a song? Is that how it does it? Like, how does it pick what's important or not?
With the audio levels and with what it thinks visually is like, it was showing a lot of burnouts, you know, anything that's action moving around. Then you have to go through and then mute your clip that you put in there because you don't need, I mean, it's a bunch of half words that get cut off. And, you know, if you got music in the background with the beat synced, you don't need the burnout noises and the yakklage from Jeremy and shit in it. But I mean, if you don't want to edit something and spend how many ever hours editing something, just take some footage and throw it at a song and walk away from the computer and come back and watch it. And if you like it, publish it. And if you don't, modify it.
What's that called?
It's as soon as you open up the Filmora app, it'll give you your like 4 tiles of what kind of project you want to work on. And you always just click create a video, create a video. Right underneath that, it'll say Auto Beat Sync AI.
I'll have to try that. Yeah. That's not a feature in 12 because I haven't done the 12 upgrade yet. I still got 11.
I'm an idiot. I've bought the damn thing 3 times. On this computer, I film or edit with 11. On the one down in the garage is 12, and on the laptop it's 12. I like 11 the most,
That's what I run. So
and it's on the auto beat syncs on 11. So,
I just
and then
started Clip Champ.
if you go onto your YouTube dashboard on your PC, you can go to YouTube Audio Beta, and it'll show you a price bar on top, and you drag that fucker all the way to 0, and you look at all the free non-copyright music that YouTube offers, and it's usually better than what your editor has to offer.
I used some from the editor or from one of my editors, and it copyright.
Thanks, LP. LP only likes it because I slow mode him when I gave him.
yeah, he was fist bumping in there. I saw that.
Brian with the slow mo.
Destroyer Eric says for
That was real cool.
Shorts
That was
that
good.
use CapCut, it's badass.
See, it's not a bunch of editing that you have to do to make little cool things like that. You just
Oh, but like, yeah, I think it's my
Terminator
PC.
Dart.
Lately, I've just avoided it because it's like I'll pull something in and it gets choppy where you're trying to edit and then it's like it's skipping and jumping in and out of the video and you're trying to
you need to free up space.
Keep
I
up.
was
and
going
it's
through
just
that
like,
problem.
Dude, I'll tell you what, if I
just
had the cheese
drives you
laying
nuts.
around, I'd buy that fucking Dart in a heartbeat.
If I knew how much, never mind. I'm happy with my Dart, Eric. Stop trying to sell yours. Race the damn thing.
I would buy that car in a fucking heartbeat.
It's pretty cool. Darts are sweet.
I love that car. And you know what sucks is I live an hour and a half away from Eric, and I have yet to see that fucking car in person. Well, there's no fucking excuse for that.
I don't like the watermark destroyer, or at least 2 hacks. You always see maybe
Now,
cap cut.
if you pay for it, that's just the free version that leaves the watermark.
Wherever that one camera is.
Like I bought
This GoPro here, it's the Cube. Every time I use it, for some reason, I hold it.
sideways.
I
the
don't
wrong
know.
way.
There's no orientation. It says GoPro like that, so I want to hold it like that.
Oh, I got you.
So whenever I film with the fucker, it's always in vertical format. So it's good for shorts if you want to edit shorts
Oh,
on
I
your
gotcha.
PC. Or you can always, flip your
I'll tell you
GoPro.
what I use for doing a lot of shorts and shit. I don't do a lot of editing on my phone, but I've started doing a little more. I bought that InShot app for my phone, and I've actually had pretty good luck with it.
The one that started it all, man. The Hero 7.
Nice. How many fucking GoPros do you have? A lot.
Got this one back here. I think we got 8 total. But 2 of them we'll never use. Jay bought 2 junky S5s. We ain't never gonna use that.
Oh, that's the thing. You showed that magnet. I want to get one of those magnet mounts, but this mount right here
The hat clip.
is pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't I? Well, I never got my. Yeah, I did get my GoPro out at No Name because I did a little bit of filming. Yeah, I got some in cab footage of the
These are
truck.
the ones that I was throwing on people's burnout cars. They don't
Did
even
I
notice you.
didn't
It
show
fits right in your
one
hand. You just go
magnet
tink.
mount, did I?
What kind of magnets are those?
Jabo, if you're still in the chat, he bought like a pack of 6 of them. They all come on these sticks that are telescopic. If I can do it. And then there's always a magnet on the base of the stick when you get them. But I just like to unscrew them and put them on low profile. They hold on really good.
That's what I'm always worried about. If out at the track, I don't want my GoPro flying off the car. And
It stayed on Gizmo Part Joe's Barracuda, so if that tells you anything.
This is
Well,
the
they're
one
resilient.
that I've got.
I know that one you've talked about before, Tony.
Yeah, I think I showed it to you once
Yeah.
before. This son of a bitch, you put it on a flat piece of steel, and you damn near need to use a pry bar to get it off.
Yeah.
And it, you can pivot it, you can spin it, however the hell you want. I think I paid like $20 for it on Amazon.
Found another one.
Hmm.
Don't ever buy the 8. The 8's the odd duck of the whole GoPro family.
Is it?
You can't remove the lens off of it.
Oh,
You have to tear it completely apart. So there's some welded splatter on it.
oh shit. Yeah,
So we
see,
don't-
I've got some filters for mine for my 9 that work real good for doing welding and shit.
This thing here was kind of worth it. It's a battery pack.
That's the one
stand.
that's got the battery in it.
Yeah. Put a magnet on it, and then it tripods out. And then I don't know why, but you can mount a second GoPro to it if you wanted.
Oh, no shit.
I don't know why.
See, I've got the one that opens up to a selfie stick and it turns to a tripod, but it does not have the battery in it.
And then you can start recording off the side of it.
Right.
Bluetooth shit. I don't even know how to work all of it, to be honest. I just know that it charges the GoPro again.
That second shot's for that Debbie and Dallas video we were talking about earlier.
I was wondering if the media mod was even worth getting. I've heard a lot of people say it's not.
I got the lens, which looks freaking cool outdoors. Like just the sky and the clouds look more vibrant or in depth. The stupid
I have the media mod, Brian.
the media mod.
Yeah.
If you're indoors, take it off. If it's windy out, use it. That's the only time it's worth the shit.
Well, what I was gonna say, the other thing it's worth a shit for is if you're using external mics. If you're trying to use your lav mics or
Right.
anything, you can't plug. You have to have the media mod to hook it up to the fucking GoPro.
I
And
forgot to
battery.
do the commercial for these guys because I couldn't pronounce the fucking name of their company.
Oh shit. And honestly, that's the only damn thing I use my media mod for, so I can use my external mics.
That's one thing I've been thinking about doing is getting some of the DJI lapel mics.
Mine are Kamika's, and I've been really happy with them.
I think
they-
I've seen like, what is it, 40 yards of range from the camera. Well, I mean, nobody's filming 40 yards away with a GoPro.
No.
So
Mine I have used all the way across the shop, which is 40 feet, and had absolutely zero issue with them. I'm not sure what the hell they're rated at, but they weren't cheap. It's two lav mics and one receiver, so you can do stereo or matrix them together, do interviews with people, whatnot. But they were like $279 or something like that. But you can't blow them out. I have put those mics 3 feet away from the ass end of my Harley and put that sumbitch on the rev limiter, and it don't wash out.
that's
So-
good. Raker, yes. Sorry.
Thumper's heading out. Right on. We'll see you later, Thumper. Take it easy, man. Thanks for stopping.
Take a shower, buddy. Spent all day sweating.
See, this is the one that I've got, Blake. It ain't got
Mm.
the battery.
I used to have that.
Yeah, it turns into a tripod, or you can make it into a.
Yeah, I love that stick, but up top, freaking the plastic cracked and broke.
Oh yeah.
So I could make it one length shorter, I guess. But no, you can't because
No, you can't because you got to have that ball mount.
yeah. So it's basically just a short stick after you're all
GoPro
done.
probably told you to go piss in the river.
Raker, I'm not 100% sure. It's they're set of early 2000s Mopar aluminum heads. I don't know the numbers off the top of my head.
And for getting
Big rocket
in-cab
combo.
footage in the truck, I love this damn thing. This suction cup.
Mm-hmm.
Stick it on the back window in the truck, like so, and that some bitch gets nice in-cab shots, and it stays put.
You know what I didn't bring this year? Was the drone. I don't like.
Travis brought his.
I seen that. I get so pissed off trying to edit drone footage because I hate the herky jerkiness of it sometimes.
Right.
And then trying to clip it all in together to make it like fluid.
Right.
The last time I flew it was at Six Summer, and I lost control over it.
Oh shit.
And it was above like Sam Morris and Cletus and all like the big money cars. It was just out of control flying above all that shit. And I didn't want, I was just pulling on the joysticks, looking up in the air. It's just a spark, so it's a dot. And it, somebody else might have been flying a drone too, and they might have been bouncing the frequency off each other.
Oh.
So maybe that guy was having a heart attack also. I don't know, but I somehow it barely made it back over bias. I thought I was going to crash onto the track at one point.
Oh, that would have sucked.
And I yanked the batteries out of it. I put the SD card in the computer and it didn't even fucking record anything.
You were pissed.
Yep, so that's the last time I used that thing. It's for sale.
Hell of a sales pitch.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep, best drone guaranteed or your money double next time I'm back through these parts. They're getting
I
cheaper,
don't know
but
what a good drone is. You know, I look at stuff. I need to do some research. I was thinking about getting one, but I don't know how often I'd even use it.
Travis's is cool. I think he's got the Mavic or the Mavic Pro or something like that. You can pick up one like mine, the GGA Spark, for like $250 with a controller. But then you got to download the stupid app, then make a password and all this shit. And if you buy it secondhand and if you don't have a stupid security code, then you're fighting for 2 hours with customer support and trying to unlock it.
Do you watch those guys who race those drones?
I don't understand how they do it.
That's some cool shit. I don't get it either, but it's cool.
They put the goggles on and
My
Oh, no.
son
Is that what they're
got a
doing?
fucking drone that he paid like $3,000 for.
yeah. I mean, if you got your pilot's license,
He does.
like around here, there's guys that went and got their pilot's license for these drones because there's so many agricultural farms and they love getting the, the picture of the farm
Right.
from the summer of 2023 to put in the kitchen. And so there's guys driving around all over the country just, would you like a photo? An aerial photo?
And see,
Well,
that's
you
the
can take them
level.
from airplanes and do that and sell them to people. Now,
Yeah.
it's a drone.
That's
It's
the
a lot easier.
level that my boy's at. He went through all the classes and shit, and he got his license and everything. And now the drone, he bought that expensive fucking drone, and now he never flies the damn thing.
We got one at the fire
Make
department
money with that fucker.
that right before I what would you call it? I don't know. I turned my badge and pager in. I was done. But we just got a new drone at the time and it had infrared on it. And we went out and tested it. And that thing was gnarly. That was, I think,
I was gonna say that.
thousands of dollars. And just because
I
I
have an
crashed my
infrared on
drone
the
one
20.
time, they didn't let me drive it. Yeah. I went to Tractor Supply today over in Wisconsin, and there were 6 sheriff cars in the parking lot around an RV with a drug dog.
Oh shit.
And by the time we got to our parking spot, they let the RV go, and they're running through that parking lot, hitting car after car after car after car. And the dog was just freaking out. And there's a fucking Wisconsin's like CBD and all this shit, so they got smoke shops everywhere. I'm like, of course the dog is gonna freak out everywhere around here.
Right.
He's just, that was pretty crazy to see today. They're just chasing this dog all over the parking lot.
Yeah, they did that here. They legalized the weed here and shit, and that shit's everywhere.
I thought the Breaking Bad stuff was down in your area, Tony. With the
Oh.
I thought it started in Iowa. We were on the Tonight Show one time for that.
What?
We were on the top 10 or whatever. That, who was it? It wasn't Jay Leno. It was the other guy, Letterman.
Yeah.
He did the top 10 in Clayton County, Iowa. The county
That was
I
a
live
long
in.
time ago then.
Came up as the meth capital of the United States. I'm like, Jesus, that's not
Oh,
good.
shit.
And they used to put up anhydrous stings and shit around here back when they used to make it out of anhydrous.
Right.
But now it's too cheap to get it out of Mexico. And anhydrous is dangerous.
Up to this day, there's certain over-the-counter drugs, medications and shit that ain't over-the-counter anymore because they turn that
Sudafed.
shit in. Yeah. Well, you can still buy Sudafed over-the-counter, but you got to sign for it and shit.
Man, it was like every 2 weeks, the fire department was getting called over to this apartment complex. And then they get hazmat to come in because they're doing shake and bake. Remember that was shake and bake was a big craze where you could go to an Ace Hardware and buy everything you need and put it in a Gatorade bottle and walk around town while it cooks in your backpack.
They put like batteries in there and shit.
Fucking rat poison, fertilizer sticks,
It's like, how the hell-
Bud Light.
I don't know. I don't drink the shit, but I heard Bud Light gives you a sudden urge to suck dick.
Yeah, somehow Bud Light kept finding its way around in our pits.
Did it?
Yeah, I woke up one morning and there's a piece of cardboard on the back of my Dart, and it says "looking for sponsorship," and there's a Bud Light bottle
Oh, shit.
sitting on it. So I went over to Daddy's Money and I put it in their car. And then later on, I go to get in the Nacho, and it's in the front seat of the fucking Nacho, and so I finally threw it in the garbage.
Was it empty or full?
It was full. It was piss warm too.
So nobody was drinking that.
No, and it was shook up and passed around, and who knows where it went.
I wouldn't doubt it if Daddy's Money ain't the one that started that.
Right. We're gonna get him.
Those
good.
kids are funny.
Oh yeah. I'd go to John. I'm like, so what'd you think? What'd you think of going down the track in a real car? It was crazy, man. And then Austin's brother's like, man, the jet ain't got shit on this green thing over here.
Travis got a good run out of the jet.
I was
Yeah, he did.
Austin's anti-freaking torque flight, man. Anti-torque flight. But whatever. You gotta figure out how to bang and row.
I've had my truck since I bought it when I was a sophomore in high school, and the one thing I've always wanted to do was put a 4-speed in that fucking truck. I have the damn 833 sitting on the floor in the garage. And I still went ahead, built the automatic for it, and I'm happy I did.
Jeremy wants to put a 5-speed in the triple pickle now.
That cope valve body is just bad.
I'm too lazy for that shit.
I was on the phone with Just Mopar Joe 2 days ago. And he wears some Apple earbuds.
Yeah.
And I hear him huffing and puffing and struggling around. We're just, we're talking, we got kids the same age. So we're talking the dad shit. And, well, hey, man, I got this tranny the guy gave me for free. How about we open it up together? And he almost shit his pants when he cracked the panty, or the panty, the tranny pan, the panty off the tranny.
Oh,
goes-
that's a whole nother story.
holy shit. And he hurries up and he texted me a picture and I see red anodized blocker plate. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Really? I'm like, the only way to tell is you got to pull the valve body out because we thought it was CRT valve body because
Right.
Cope uses red anodized.
Yeah.
Well, so does, what the hell was it? It wasn't a Cheetah. Turbo Action.
Turbo Action is a Cheetah.
So, yeah, okay.
TCI or an A&A.
PCI. Yeah, it came back. We ran the numbers. It came back as a TCI, and it was just a 4-bolt instead of a 6-bolt plate. Valve body. I don't know if Cope's told you about that. He says you can't really build the 4-bolters into a race valve body like you can the 6. So then Joe was all, oh man. He's like, oh, the drum looks pretty shiny. He sends a picture of that. I'm like, it's factory. It's not billet. He had a bunch of speed holes drilled in the bell housing of this thing. I guess the guy he got it from for free had it in his car, didn't like shifting manually all the time, pulled it out and put a different tranny in. Why wouldn't you put like a TF2 valve body in the thing?
Right.
But
still, you got it for free.
Oh yeah, so Joe's going to be running, or he's probably running now already.
Is it a 71 up or 70 down?
I imagine we didn't get that far into it.
He didn't pull the phone.
I did ask. I'm like, is the the input shaft, is it smooth? It's not a lockup, is it? No, it's splined all the way to the end.
I wanted to do a lockup in mine, and I let John talk me out of it.
It's like a half overdrive.
Well, the reason I wanted the lockup was because I want to, I want the truck as a drag and drive, street drive. It's not just a garage queen race car. But John talked me out of it, and so far I have not had any getting hot problems with the trans with this converter. They hit that torque converter out of the park. Could it be looser if it was only for the drag strip? Absolutely, it could. But for what I wanted, that son of a bitch is perfect. I told them guys what I wanted.
What you could try a different viscosity fluid to loosen it up. There's
that's just it though. I don't want to loosen it up.
Okay.
Because, that's what I'm saying. If it was a drag only application, yeah, it could be looser. But for what I wanted out of it, and I told John what my plans were for this truck, that it will see street driving and probably a lot of it.
What's the stall?
What's that?
What'd you get for a stall? Like a 32 or something?
It seems to it flashes around 42.
Okay.
It's way up there. But I got a huge fucking cam in that engine. It needs to. But the thing of it is as high as it flashes, I can drive that sumbitch at $3,000 and it don't get hot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not all sloppy. And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Any of you guys out there listening need a torque converter to do what you need it to do what you want it to do.
Mm-hmm.
John Cope and PTC, hands down. I will never go looking anywhere else for a converter.
PTC converters are good.
I told John what I wanted. Him and I talked about it for 10 minutes or so on the phone. Yeah, it took 6 weeks to get the son of a bitch, and it wasn't cheap.
That's what 3500 stall PTC is in Nacho. I bought that second hand off of Facebook Marketplace. The only time I've ever paid anybody over Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, no shit.
I clicked on the guy's profile. I'm like, okay. He's been well established on Facebook since 2005. He's got a family. He's got a good solid job. I don't think he's going to rip me off.
Right.
The house looks nice.
No, what I'm saying though is I couldn't be happier with that torque converter. They nailed it.
I have no idea what the brand is in the one that I shoved in the pumpkin. All I know it was a 4 to 45 was what it was advertised to me as. It felt great. It's definitely got that high stall though. Getting
Real
rolling out of
loose.
the pits.
It's real
Oh,
loose.
real loose getting out of the pits, but once you get rolling, it's great. I like it.
All right,
But
guys,
also-
I'm gonna jump out of here.
I was going to say, Brian, I like sleep myself also too. So
I'll talk to you guys later.
peace out, buddy.
Brian,
Right
Have a good
on.
one.
Well, I appreciate y'all coming in.
Yeah, I'm glad your house isn't ablaze. So that's good.
Yeah.
You and me both.
the way you ran out of there was like, what the hell's going on there? Jesus.
Well, my wife never interrupts the live. She's camera shy. She don't like that door back there, but where the flag's at. She will not come in here when I'm live. And she did.
Jabo just private messaged me. He wants me to make an official announcement. He
Here.
wants Ryan from Streetcar Chronicles to come back to No Name next year. He wants to call out their S10 versus our D50.
Ooh,
That could be fun.
a steep order since you haven't even started yet, huh?
Oh, Jay's been plucking away off camera, putting seats in it. He got some Honda seats or something.
That's
Buckets.
actually probably going to be pretty nice. Them Honda seats are pretty
Oh,
nice.
it's got lumbar adjustment and shit in it.
Right.
It's gonna be golden.
Somebody
it's-
be giving you a back rub while you're going down the track.
I'm like, hey, it's fitting. Japanese truck, Japanese seats.
Yeah.
You know, hey, at BTP, we like going from Tokyo to Detroit.
As long as it has a happy ending.
I
I'm
like
talking
my
the strip at the end, you know, happy
Right.
the wind light.
I like my Japanese motorcycles a lot.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I should do an episode on adjusting the lash on that, cleaning the carburetor, and posting it up for sale. Daddy needs some big black parts money, more than a motorcycle right now.
Shit, I know about that.
Raker. Uh-oh. Raker's trying to spend my money for me.
Oh shit.
You bastard. Just buy it for me. Don't send me the link. Eagle, big block Chrysler 440 to 435 stroker combination, rotating assembly 11.6, flat top pistons.
440 to what?
435. That doesn't make sense. It's
535
not-
535. Okay, that makes better
for
sense.
$2,351.95.
I think you'd be a whole bunch happier building a B block though.
Oh, that's why I'm gonna save that one. I'm gonna shelf it for down the
Well, I
road.
mean, as far as sticking in that A body,
It'd be nice to have two motors, you know.
I mean, if I'm being honest, you know, everybody, and I've told everybody it ain't, but they still, every once in a while, even Ron Ward did it and over the announcement when he was announcing, called my engine a stroker. It's not a stroker. It's a 440 55 over. It's an RB engine. If I could do it all over again, it would be a stroker because I could use that extra room even in that truck. I had to change shit that I didn't ever anticipate changing
Mm-hmm.
to make that son of a bitch fit in that truck. I never gave a moment's thought to the physical size of the engine because those damn things, them damn trucks, they got a freaking acre of room under the hood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, take an RB engine, put Victor heads and Mopar Performance aluminum valve covers on it, and see how quickly that real estate disappears.
Those valve covers, yeah.
Those
Need to-
valve covers aren't that much tall.
they ain't doing jack shit either for a guy other than being really cool looking.
And they don't leak.
All mine do.
Really?
That's why there was the stamped steel one on.
Oh, I've never.
Well,
had-
and plus I need a distributor clearance, but
Well, I take that back. I did have trouble with it leaking, but it was a freaking defective gasket was the problem, not the valve cover.
I
Hell, I
think
took the expensive steel cord silicone rubber Moroso gaskets off the son of a bitch and put regular cork ones on. And hell, today when I did that header, I took the damn nuts off by hand. They, you know how cork gaskets will do that. You know they'll shrink up and then you got to retorque them. The freaking nuts were hand tight, and that son of a bitch was bone ass dry.
I think with my engine bay being that I don't have inner fenders any longer, my only big issue will be master cylinder, and I can get the master cylinder offset kit, and then just run stamped steel valve covers and save room there too.
That was the biggest thing that went sideways with me was I was going to go Hydro Boost because I knew with those Victor heads being taller, even with stamped steel valve covers, I was never going to get a vacuum booster in there.
Right.
Small one. That, I mean, that truck was originally a big block truck, so it came with the small one. But I was going to do a Hydro Boost, and even that went out the window, and it's, you know, it's got manual brakes on it now. They work, and they work fine. I mean, I'm fine with that. But that was another snafu in all the crash fest to put in a truck. That was one of the few things I did film and make a video on. Was the whole master cylinder fitment debacle.
Well, guys, I'm gonna have to let myself out the back door here. I'm losing it. I'm losing the battle. It's 1:30. I was only supposed to come on for a couple minutes. It happens every fucking time.
That's what happens when you get around friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good times. Yeah.
I'd like to say heathens disperse, or at least don't disperse yet. Stay here and watch this, but go check out Junkyard D's channel. Give him a subscription.
Yeah, we need to get him some subs.
He's working to make quality content. You can tell he's interested in doing the editing stuff, and let's get him to 500 there.
I'm gonna get there. You can watch. By the end of the month, I'll have my 500.
Yeah,
you posted.
There.
Have you? Sorry, excuse me for my ignorance because I don't look at it enough to know, but you can post your videos on the Bad Tree Facebook page.
Oh yeah.
And share it to get extra eyeballs on your stuff. We encourage people, share anything automotive. It's fine with us. So that goes for anybody in the chat, yada yada yada. Stuff like
I
that.
haven't done much of that. Everybody, you know, some of my buddies that have got some good channels, they say, oh yeah, post it on Facebook and post it on the other, you know. I don't know. I just stick to YouTube, you know, but
that's an extra 1,000 eyeballs potentially.
It is, yeah. I got a Facebook page that I don't do anything with out there either, but you know.
Yeah, I'm kind of in that same boat, and I want to start doing it because it's extra eyeballs.
It's the three: Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube for me. I will not do TikTok shit. Nope.
Right.
I don't fuck with.
I got a Twitter account, but nah, I haven't done anything on there yet either. So I tried. What's the what the hell is it called? The Republicans version of YouTube or conservative YouTube? Rumble. I tried that. Man, ain't nobody watching that thing. So, any Hoosiers
plug though, but yeah, we'll get there. I'll be there next year for sure, with some rubber on the ground for sure. So.
Later, Peckerwood. Later, Tony. Junkyard.
Later, Blake.
Have a good weekend.
Coming in, man.
Yep. Take it easy.
All right, I'm out too. See you later, Tony.
All right, man. Thanks. Take care.
With
that, I think I'm going to go ahead and shut her down too. I really just kind of jumped on to let everybody know that we didn't burn down. Got a bunch of friends wanting to come in and hang out, and we had us a good time tonight, in spite of the first one getting interrupted by a fucking fire. So appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate the guys that came in and hung out. And we will see you next Friday, 7 o'clock. Hopefully no fires break out again. Take care, you guys.